What's good, y'all? Juju back with another video for you. Make sure y'all like, share, comment, and subscribe. You feel me? Help this channel grow so we can reach the people it needs to. If you have any video suggestions, leave them in the comments below. Or if you have any personal questions you want to hit me up about, or just certain shit that you want answered for you, I'll leave all my socials in the description. Add me there. You feel me? So, topic I want to talk to y'all today about is about how to stop blocking your own blessings. You feel me? A lot of us have just got into this new information, right? And we're learning how to fix our lives. We're learning how to really get the shit we want in this life, you feel me? And we're trying to get ourselves right on a physical, spiritual, and mental level. And throughout this process, you may have certain intentions or manifestations that you have wanted to come to fruition, yet, no matter what happens, no matter how far you seem to have progressed, these things aren't just falling into your life. And the answer to this is because a lot of us on a daily basis are blocking our own blessings. The way we block our blessings is through things like this. Certain thoughts and thought patterns that we have and just energies that we have in our subconscious mind and that we're carrying within ourselves, a lot of them are old thought patterns that aren't serving us anymore. But through gaining all this new information about spirituality, manifestation, all this beautiful shit, a lot of us have shifted our attention to those things rather than fixing the things that we used to run on. You feel me? So what ends up happening is this, right? We gain all this information, we gain all this love and light, we gain all this shit that we want to do with our life. We gain knowledge of who we truly want to be, right? But we haven't yet dealt with these past emotions and these past traumas and these certain thought processes that we used to run off of. And what's going to end up happening is that even though you may be shifting your energy towards this positivity, these certain things haven't been dealt with yet. They're still repressed and running in our subconscious mind. So what ends up happening is a lot of us aren't able to truly manifest and build the blessings that we truly deserve. So this is what I'm going to advise to you, right? Because this is something I've dealt with personally. Rather than just shifting your energy, shifting all your knowledge to all this new information that you've gained, right? You have to learn to detach first. Firstly, you have to detach from all those thoughts, all those beliefs that we used to have about ourselves. Those energies that are still within us still have some type of control of us if we haven't released them yet fully, right? So what you have to do is you first have to go internally and take away these emotions because these emotions are blocking your blessings, right? So in order to do this, some things that you have to do is one, the thing I like to do personally, I like to sage a lot, you feel me? Because when you sage, it's getting rid of all those negative energies, those archons, those toxins that are in you and on your aura. And it really helps you reconnect with yourself. So if you have some sage, I suggest doing that, right? But if you don't, what I suggest you do is this, right? Understand that we have an inner child, right? Every single one of us. The inner child is us in our true nature. The child that we were before all these indoctrinations, before all these self-beliefs, and before we really started to overthink everything we started to do. That inner child that is within us, we have to reconnect to it. That child is purely emotion. That child used to really just think and just act on what they truly wanted to do. And a lot of us have been through some type of trauma and some bullshit that is really just taken and harmed this inner child from us, you feel me? So what you have to do is this. You really have to reconnect with that inner child. Start to do things that you used to love to do. Start to, rather than overthink things with your brain too much, understand that your heart is 1,000 times more powerful energetically than our brain is. Understand that when you lead with your heart, that is when you truly are aligned with the universe. Because when you're trying to overthink things too much, when we're constantly worried and fearing and doubting ourselves, what ends up happening is no matter how much you have changed, no matter how much you truly believe in yourself. With these energies that you used to feed all the time for however long you have been alive for before you came across this information, that energy is still what our subconscious is run off of. You feel me? So when you heal that inner child, right, you're healing your subconscious mind. Because when you are in ages 0 to 7, scientifically this is proven. When you're in ages 0 to 7, you are in your subconscious mind. So the certain events, the certain things that happen to us during these ages are deeply embedded into our subconscious and unconscious mind. And our subconscious and unconscious are the energies that truly control the actions that we do. Our subconscious and unconscious control 95% of our thoughts, actions, and feelings on a daily basis. So when it comes to healing that inner child, you have to do it in order to stop blocking your blessings. You have to really understand that the things that you went through, the things that affected you from those ages, the thing that you love to do, when you really figure those things out and you start to heal it and you reconnect it, that is when the blessings will start to come into your life. You feel me? And one thing you also have to understand is this. A lot of us have this thought because we were taught so long to externalize our power through religion, through all these certain indoctrinations that have been embedded into us. A lot of us have been taught to externalize our power to some higher source like Jesus or whatever your religion or whatever it is for you personally, right? And what that's doing is it gives us this victim mentality. It gives us this mentality of somebody outside of myself, something or someone outside of myself is here to save me, is here to bring me to heaven. I have to impress something externally of me. I have to live by certain rules that somebody externally told of me in order to really live my true self. And that is one of the falsest truths that have just been embedded into so many people that block our blessings. So if you were religious and you are somebody who used to seek that higher power, what you have to do is you have to realize this. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are the creator of your reality. You are a co-creator of your reality. So that's why when people say you are God, that is what they mean. You have the ability to you have the ability to take whatever happens externally of you and recreate it and re-energize it within yourself, because you have the power. You are a piece of the universe, you feel me? So when you really start to understand that and you start to take your power back from these external sources, you start to be able to bend your outer reality to your will. You start to realize that all these things that happen externally of me are something that I put my energy. All right, now let me re-say that, right? In nature, there is just an event. There is just an occurring, right? Whether it happens to you, whether it happens in the globe, there is just an occurring. And once you realize that the energy that you put towards that event, the energy that you associate with that event is the energy that will mirror into your reality. So let's say something bad happens to you, right? The worst thing could possibly happen to you, the circumstance that you could not ever want in your life, that could happen to you, right? But when you realize that you have the ability to take that event and change it into something positive into your life, you have the ability to look at something that you would deem as negative and transform it and take out of it something positive that could create your life. That is when you really start to take your power back. When you start to realize that your inner world governs your outer world, and the way that you put your energy towards this outer world is the energy that you're gonna get back. That is when you start to unblock your blessings. Realize that you are not a victim of your circumstances. You are a co-creator, and that everything that happens external of you is not something that's happening to you. It's happening for you. Everything that is in your life right now is a lesson. There is something that can be taken out of the circumstance that you are in right now, whether positive or bad. Understand that you are exactly where you need to be at this moment, because you have a dream, you have an intention that you want to come to fruition. And what the universe does is, when you really start to connect with that energy, right, it puts certain circumstances in your life that will help you grow into that person that you want to be. So really take a look at the place that you are at right now and realize that I am here because there is something that I can grow from here. The things that happen for me, the things that people may say, the events that may occur are happening for me. And when you get in that mentality rather than some victim mindset, that is when you start to unblock your blessings, because now you're able to, rather than look at this external reality as something separate from you, you are able to realize that I am connected to everything, because all of us are a consciousness. Everything that is on this earth, everything is a consciousness. And when you realize that that is who you truly are, you start to realize that I am one with everything, and everything external of me is really just a reflection of my inside. So that is when you start to take your power back. And that is when you start to realize that once I fix these thoughts and these emotions that may have been running on, that is when I can unblock my blessings. That is when you allow the universe to flow through you. When you realize that you aren't separate from anything that happens. When you realize that everything that is in my life right now is exactly where I have to be at this moment for my best interest. You have to start to realize that the universe, when you really put your mind towards something, when you really put your intention towards something, the universe will do nothing and everything. The universe will do everything in its power to make that happen for you. But what we've been taught is that when we are in a separatism mindset, when you start to think that everything isn't one with you, you don't realize that this thing that may be happening in your life isn't for you. Because when you put your energy towards something, that is what reflects to you. And a lot of us aren't taught this. So an event may happen to you, but you, rather than viewing it as a lesson to help me get to where I want to get, you view it as something that is happening for you because you think that something externally of you is governing you. And that is how we block our blessings a lot of the time. So take everything in your life right now. Take every thought, take every person, take every thing in your life as something that is helping you get to your best version. And start to take lessons from those things in order to get yourself to your best version. And that is how you stop unblocking your blessings. You feel me? That is how you allow the universe to flow through you. And that is how your blessings truly start to manifest. You feel me? Start to realize that I am a co-creator of this reality. I am not a victim. I am one who makes the inner reality mirror my outer reality. You feel me? Start to focus more on what positivity can be taken out of your circumstance rather than focusing on your negative, saying, oh, I don't want to be here. Oh, this person this person that. Stop focusing on that part. Start to be an alchemist. Start to be a wizard. Start to take everything outside of you and make it serve you. Don't allow anything external of you to determine your vibration, because your vibration is everything. You don't attract what you want in this universe. You attract what you are. So when you start to align yourself with everything, when you start to align yourself with that oneness and that inner child within you, that is how you start to build the life you want. So if you have been really putting in work, and if you have been really trying to become your best version and you haven't seen any external results, realize that that is why. Because you have certain thoughts that you believe from in your subconscious mind from your inner child that haven't been healed yet, certain traumas that you haven't been dealing with yet. And when you start to deal with them and you start to connect with everything that is internal, and you really connect with that love and oneness, and you start to be grateful for everything that is around you and that has happened to you in the past, that is when you start to unblock your blessings. That is when things start to come to fruition for you. You feel me? So That's really all I got for y'all today, man. I love y'all. GVO Juju signing out. If you have any video suggestions, leave them in the comments below. If you have anything that you want to hit me up about, personal questions, I have my socials in the description. You feel me? You will get through whatever you going through right now. You will build that life that you want because you have the power. You are the universe. The universe is inside of you. So once you master that universe, that is when everything around you will start to be fixed. You feel me? I love y'all. GVO Juju signing out.